Alrighty, folks, here he is.
What's up?
Direct from New Orleans, all the way to the
Come on
Boggy
now.
Bayou. Give it up for Chef
What's up?
Ernie.
What's up, folks? How we doing tonight? How we doing tonight, guys? It's great to have you here tonight. We're doing an all crawfish inspired menu, guys. I'm so excited about it. First, I'd like to welcome my sponsors. We have Mr. Matt Willingham from Willingham Seafood here in the house tonight. Thank you for being here, Matt. Keeps it real on the bayou. We also have my friends from the Powerhouse Realty team, Miss Pam Weeks. Powerhouse Realty. There you go. She sells it all. From waterfront to anywhere, baby. See Miss Pam. Thank you, Pam, for being here. And we also, guys, excited to have my friends from Gulf Power are here tonight. And let's give it up for Gulf Power. Not only are they here tonight, but they are letting me and allowing me to use some of this wonderful new heat induction, magnetic induction equipment. We're going to talk about it throughout the night. It's just an incredible new way of cooking with electrical equipment. You're going to love it, and I'm going to show you some really cool things and features that it has, okay? And then, also, guys, I've got a very special guest that none of you guys are even aware of tonight, but we have Mr. Brandon Brink. Brandon, come on up here, Brandon. Come on, Brandon. Let's hear it for Brandon. And look. It takes a real man to wear a kilt, you know what I'm saying? That's for sure. What's up, Brandon?
How's it going, Chef?
I'm fantastic, man. And actually, Brandon's from Fort Walton Beach. And how many of you guys have ever seen the show on the History Channel called Forged for Fire?
Forged
right?
in Fire.
Forged in Fire. Come on. Forged in Fire. I watch it a lot of times. And it's really neat. Brandon's been on there several times, right, Brandon?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. And so how did you, so you got a special gift for me tonight, right? You made something special for me.
Yes, sir. I talked to your buddy Dennis here, and I decided that, being the chef that you are, that I decided to make you this blend.
Oh, man, look at this, guys. He made this. Made this from scratch, guys. That is incredible. How long did it take you to make this?
This took me about 8 hours to completely forge out. It's what's known as cable Damascus. It came from a piece of 2-inch wide, about 6-inch long piece of steel cable.
Wow.
All forge welded together. It's got a red oak handle. And
red oak handle. Look at that, guys, huh? And I love it. It's like perfect for my grip, man. That's fantastic.
And this brass right here, and you military guys will really love this. This brass right here is reclaimed from a 105 howitzer shell that was shot over Iraq several years ago.
Wow. Man, thank you so much, Brandon.
Oh, by
that's
all means,
fantastic, man. And then to have that special little tidbit to it that's fantastic. And I can already see it's razor sharp, guys. I better be careful I don't cut my fingers off this thing, baby. We ain't making finger sandwiches tonight. But, man, this is fantastic. Brandon, thank you so much. And you've been on the show twice. I'm sure you're going to be on it again. And thank you so much. This is very special. Let's hear it for Brandon. Man, that is awesome. Right here from Fort Walton Beach. This is fantastic. And you know what? Why don't I put this thing to the test with our first course, Brandon? We got some heirloom tomatoes. I'm going to show you. You know what? What's the best test for a knife? Cut some tomatoes, right? Let's try it out. We're going to put it to the test, baby.
Let's do it,
We're going to
brother.
see if you pass the challenge, sir.
Let's hope so.
All right, man.
Let's
Will
hope
you
so.
go ahead and have a seat? We're going to get this thing started, baby. Let's start cooking, baby. Come on now. All right, all right, all right. All right, guys. Brandon, check this out now. Here we go. We're going to see. Oh, my goodness. Did you see that? Look, I didn't even have to put any pressure on it. Cutting it paper thin. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Is that amazing? Look at that. Look at that, guys. Fantastic. Brandon, great job. I'm going to really enjoy this, man. Really special. And then to have something with Shadow of Iraq even makes it more special. Thank you. All right, guys. So tonight, moving forward, we have a very special salad that I'm doing for your first course tonight. Each and every one, you're going to get this. It starts off with our regular salad mix, which is a wonderful mixed green, some fresh chopped romaine. It has some shredded carrots, and it has a little bit of some purple onion, and then some cucumbers. But what we did special for you guys tonight is I got a hold of some beautiful heirloom tomatoes. And what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to demonstrate a wonderful dressing that my mother used to make. It's actually a Creole tomato vinaigrette, okay? It's going to go great with this salad, okay? And you know what it starts off with? It starts off with some pureed heirloom tomatoes. You got to have a little tomato in the tomato dressing, right, baby? So we start off with that right there. And that's the puree from the tomato. Then we're going to add a little bit of olive oil, okay, like so. Then next up, I'm going to add some of our red wine vinegar. Perfect. A little bit of garlic powder, just a little bit right there. Not a whole lot, that's all we need. Perfect. We're going to do a little pinch of some fresh cracked pepper and some wonderful sea salt. Sea salt, kosher salt, either way, man, goes good. Fine with me. Okay. Then we're going to do a little bit of Italian seasoning. I like the Italian seasoning and herbs. Goes really nice with the tomato. But it wouldn't be a Creole vinaigrette if we didn't add a little Creole seasoning. So we're going to add a little Creole seasoning in there. Perfect. Gives it a little kick it up a notch. Now we're going to use a little bit of some granulated sugar. And this white granulated sugar is going to just really accent the bitterness of the tomato. Okay? Then we're going to add just a little bit of water. And I like to add a little bit of water to this dressing because it tends to get a little bit thick. And now we're going to whisk this together, guys. And we're going to whisk this up real good. I mean, you know, what I love about making my own salad dressings, especially at home, guys, is you can go to the store and buy all kinds of different dressings, but it's nothing like making it yourself. All right. Can I get an aye? Now we talking. That's what I got here. Now we're going to, I almost forgot the magic ingredients. We always got to add a little bit of my Dockside signature hot sauce right here. So we're going to add a little bit of this Dockside hot sauce, like so. Kick it up a little notch. We'll put that right here for the next course. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of that dressing over the top. Oh, man, that looks great. And you see that pureed tomato? When you whisk it in there with all the other ingredients, it makes it nice and thick. So it's not just a little runny salad dressing. It's going to adhere to all the ingredients and really, really be awesome. And then we're going to finish it off with a little green onion shallot on the top. And there we go, baby. Creole tomato salad and vinaigrette from Chef Ernie. It's that easy. But boy, that knife was sharp, huh? All right, guys, so for the sake of television and moving along forward, we're going to jump right into my second course. And my second course tonight is going to be my Louisiana crawfish grit cake. And basically, it starts off with a Gouda and Parmesan cheese grit. And we make the cheese grits, and we let them cool. Then we cut them in little squares, and then we lightly batter it and deep fry it. So it's a nice, crispy, hot grit cake on the bottom. But how do we take it back home to Algiers? How do I take it back home to where I was from? You know what we're going to do? We're going to make a little crawfish Algiers sauce, baby. We're going to show you how to do that. And in doing so, guys, we're going to use this new state-of-the-art heat induction cooktop. So basically, what I love about this cooktop is that your commands for control are very easy. They're right here. Okay? And as you turn it up, okay, it actually heats. But the neat thing about it is it works off magnetic friction. So, you know how you rub your hands together and they get hot? That's how this works. It's not like the old heat elements where, you know, it just gets hot in certain spots. This actually heats by magnetic friction. And so when the molecules fluctuate, it gets hotter. The higher you turn it up, the faster it moves, the hotter it gets. Pretty cool, right? Not bad for a chef like me to know that. Did my homework, baby. But anyway, the neat thing about that is you see right now it's getting hot in the pan, but you can pick it up and touch it. The minute you touch it off, it's not even hot at all. Isn't that crazy? And you'll see what I mean. So it's a very safe way to cook, and it also cooks very evenly. So now to get started, we're going to start off this wonderful crawfish Algiers sauce with some butter, baby. Like my mama used to say, everything tastes better with butter, baby. And that's the truth. So we're going to start off with a little bit of butter, some fresh garlic into this sauce. All right, so we're going to saute that garlic down with the butter. Oh, baby, that just smells so good. Hey, Matt, can you smell that over there, baby? Come on, I'm doing all right, huh? Yeah, you right. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, there we go. Now we're going to add equal parts heavy whipping cream. Okay? So it starts off with garlic butter, whipping cream, okay? And now what you want to do is you want to just let this marry and reduce. Okay? While that's doing that, we're going to add a little bit of Creole seasoning, right so. Got a little cayenne pepper in there, okay? Then we're going to add, this is what really brings it back home to the bayou and gives it that flavor of the crawfish boil in it, is we actually use a little Zatarain's liquid crab oil. But if you notice, I'm using my spoon because you got to do that to taste. A little bit of that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? So then we're going to whip that in. But the key is you want to be careful that you don't overcook it down to where your butter and your oil and your cream separate. So right now we're watching it, but it's just amazing to me because, man, I've cooked my whole life, and how fast this sauce is reducing because of this equipment. Couldn't do it with flame, no way. And not only that, look how the bubbles are all evenly throughout the pan. Normally with regular equipment or gas equipment, it would be just hot in one spot and boiling not as well around. But this heat evenly around, so it's reducing really nicely. We're loving that. Okay? Now we're going to bring in the star of the show, some Louisiana crawfish tails. So we're going to throw these Louisiana crawfish tails in like so. Okay? And now we're just going to move these around. And then we add the hot sauce, baby. Got to put a little bit of my signature hot sauce in there, which I always do. And this is a nice flavor. If you'd like to get this, you can order it online. You can buy it here at the restaurant. You'll love it. And now we're going to add a little bit of some wonderful grated Parmesan cheese. And I do this last, okay, guys? Because if you put this in too soon, it's going to clump up together. So you see now we're just going to turn this flame all the way down. We're at where we want to be. It's reducing down. You can see it on the spoon, how it's sticking to the spoon. We've got a wonderful sauce now, guys, just where we want it. Awesome. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, now we're going to take this right here. We're going to take it over the top. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And now we're going to finish with a little green on the top. And there we go, guys. Each and every one of you is going to get this. This is my Louisiana crawfish grit cake. Can I get an aye? All right, guys. You guys at home, don't go anywhere. All you guys are going to get to sample this dish, and we're going to be right back. I'll see you in a minute, baby. Aye. Yeah, you're right.
What up, folks? It's Chef Ernie here, and I'm here in the state-of-the-art residential heat induction kitchen. You know what I'm gonna do today, guys? I'm gonna put this kitchen to the test. Wow, and these touch controls are so simple and easy to operate. Man, that's pretty cool. This heat induction equipment doesn't get hot at the surface. Gosh, you can put your hand on it. Look at that. Does it burn? Crazy. How safe is that?
I like what I see so far, guys.
I tell you what, guys, look how evenly it cooks. You know, it's not just cooking in one spot, it's cooking evenly throughout the whole pan. Well, folks, as you can see, it definitely passed the test. And if you're as interested in heat induction equipment as I am, go to gulfpower.com. They got all the information and details for you, baby. I'll see you there. Aye.
Welcome back, Chef Ernies.
What's up? Come on now. We are back. We are back. After everybody had an awesome first and second course, now we move it to the main course. And I tell you what, before we get started with this main course, I got to thank my man Matt Willingham Seafood over there for providing us with these wonderful crawfish. You know, we get crawfish from Willingham straight from Louisiana. It's the real deal. It's not from some foreign country. We get the right stuff, right, Matt? That's what we do. We don't play with none of that stuff. All domestic. All right, guys. So to get started, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you my mother's, Momo Ida's, crawfish etouffee recipe, okay? Very dear to my heart. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with the roux. We're going to kick on our magnetic heat induction equipment. You guys, I mean, this is such a wonderful piece of equipment. As I was telling you, very safe, heats very evenly. And watch how it works with this roux. You're going to love it. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is start off first with some wonderful butter, okay? And, you know, some people, when they do their roux, they like oil. Some people like butter. You know, I like a little combination of both, actually. That's how my mother used to do it. She likes a little bit of both because we like the flavor of the butter, but I like using the olive oil because the olive oil kind of keeps it from scorching too quickly, okay? So now what we're going to do, we're going to heat up that oil and that butter, crank that up a little bit, get it on fire, get that fire going, baby. Aye. Oh, y'all getting it now. I like that. There we go. Over here in this pot, what I have right here is I have prepared ahead of time some crawfish stock. And so basically, just to make crawfish stock, after you boil your crawfish, you peel your crawfish, take your shells, put it in some water, and just boil it. And what that's going to do is going to give that flavor of the crawfish boil and from the shells, give it a nice stock water, so you have that flavor all through your crawfish etouffee. So we have that ready for you. As you can see, look how wonderful this is already starting to heat up and combine together. And so we're just going to keep warming that, get that warm, and now we're going to add our flour to this, okay? And I have 2 cups of flour. I'm going to start off with 1, and I like to do that. You don't want to, when you're doing a roux, you don't want to put all your flour in first because you want it to get nice and moist. So right now, you see, we're just going to mix that in, let this all mix together, and I'm going to show you a little trick. Now we're going to add the rest of our flour in here, like so. Okay? I'm a chef my whole life, and it amazes me how fast, with this type of equipment that you can make a roux, because roux takes a long time. But when you get even heating across the pan like this with this magnetic electric equipment, it speeds up the process, which we all like, right? And this is the little trick I'm going to teach you. And, if you want to get a nice brown roux, you just keep working this, you keep working it. You can't leave it alone because it's going to burn and scorch if you don't stop, okay? So what I do is I take a little bit of my Holy Trinity, and I go ahead and add it to my roux. Y'all saying pretty interesting, right, Rick? You didn't hear about that, right? So you see what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of each one of my ingredients from the Holy Trinity, bell pepper, celery, and onion, right into my roux. You don't want to put them all in there, just a little bit. What it does is as the vegetables start to cook down, they release juices, which are natural sugars. And the natural sugar is going to brown really fastly and help you to get that nice brown color into your roux that it would take a long time to do without it. So it's a little trick from my grandma. Let's hear it for that, right? Come on, Mama Ida. We love you for that. Yeah, baby. She always said, put a little love in it, Ernie. And that's how you do it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start adding our other ingredients to our stock pot. Put the rest of our Holy Trinity in there. Rest of our Holy Trinity. Rest of our Holy Trinity. Whoop. That was close. Okay. Whoop. Rest of my Trinity there. And my Trinity there. Okay, so now we got all of our vegetables in there. Perfect. My roux is doing just right. See how fast this is working, guys? I mean, I don't know if you know much about roux. Anybody? Matt, you know about a roux, right? Can you imagine? Look how fast this is happening, bro. I mean, it doesn't happen like that with regular equipment. I'm sorry. It's amazing, guys, how fast this equipment gets the heat evenly, as I think what really is the trick to it. But you see right now, the vegetables are starting to soften up, and as they soften, you're going to see the color of this go instantly to a nice chocolate color. So you just got to keep working it. Okay, guys, now I'm going to add a little bit of garlic in here. Put the rest of the garlic into there, baby. Got to have a little garlic. All right. Now we're going to do a little salt and cracked pepper in my pot. And salt and pepper is always to taste, guys. Now we're going to add some bay leaves. And I love the flavor of fresh bay leaf in a etouffee. Now, before you serve it to your guests, you want to take those out. Now we're going to put in some of my Creole seasoning. A little Creole seasoning in there for you. And that's another one to taste. We're going to start off with a little. See how we're working it? I mean, we are almost to where we want to be that quickly, man. Amazing, right? Okay, now we're going to add just a little drop of our liquid crab oil in here. Just a little drop like that, not too much. We can always add more later, okay? Fantastic. Next up, we're going to put our wonderful Louisiana crawfish tails in there. Come on now. Aye. Yeah, you're right. All right, we're going to put that in there. All right. Now, guys, we're going to take this. We're going to finish this with a little bit of our dockside hot sauce, like so. Fantastic. Awesome. Now I'm just going to keep working this a little bit, Man, huh? And how cool was that knife Brandon made for me, right? Watch this, guys. I've been dying to slice some bread with it. Ooh, you saw that? Was that my finger? No. Do you see that? That was crazy, right? Look at that. That's bread right there. Wow. Man, I tell you what. I'm scared to even bring this in my kitchen. Somebody got hurt themselves. That's amazing. Fantastic. All right, guys, now I got my roux where I want it. Got to play with that knife in between. Thank you, Brandon. Means a lot. Really does. Means a lot. I guess I'm going to have to feed you or something now, bro. You're going to have to get like the free pass around here now. You hooked up. You hooked up. And you see now, guys, now we're at that point. I don't know if my cameraman can get in here and see this, but basically, you see the roux now, that the vegetables are starting to release their sugars. You see that, guys? And it's turning nice and brown. Every second we go, it's going to get a little browner. And the more sugars that release, the browner the roux is going to get. And, unless you've ever made a roux or made gumbo before, what I've just done in the last few minutes is amazing with this equipment. It's amazing because normally a roux takes 30 minutes, easy, or even more, depending on how dark you want to get it. But I'm doing this in a matter of minutes because of how well this magnetic heat induction equipment works. You got to have it at home. You got to have it in your house. Okay, so now we're going to do the piece de resistance. We're going to add that right to our stock pot with all our wonderful goodies in there. We're going to move this over here, get that out the way. And you see the neat thing about it is, look, I just had that balling. No problem. Works great. Now we're going to put this up on top like so. All right, so now basically what we're going to do is we're going to cook this down until it marries about 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes an hour. The longer it cooks, the better it's going to get. We're going to let this simmer down, and then we're going to serve this to all of our guests. I want you guys to stay tuned. I don't want you to go anywhere because the best is yet to come. Can I get an aye? All right, we'll be right back, baby.
Hello, I'm Matt Willingham with Willingham Seafood. If you're ready for a fresh local taste of seafood, come visit our retail market on the beautiful Boggy Bow in Valparaiso, Florida. Willingham Seafood deals with an assortment of fresh Gulf fish and local-based shrimp. We're also in the wholesale business where we provide local seafood to our local restaurants. We're able to provide affordable costs because we have our own fleet of boats. Check us out for retail or wholesale at willinghamseafood.com. Remember, from our nets to your table, it's Willingham Seafood.
You know, folks, when I first opened up Dockside Cafe, I wanted to take the best of everything I loved about New Orleans seafood restaurants I grew up with and bring it to the Boggy Bayou. We feature fresh Gulf to table seafood here. That's right, folks. So I want you to come on out, enjoy. Go to mydockside.cafe.com for details and directions. I see you there, baby.
From New Orleans to us, Chef
Hey,
Ernie.
come on now. Can I get an aye? Oh, y'all getting better and better. I love it. All right, guys, we're back, folks. Welcome back to Chef Ernie's Cooking Experience. And you know what? We're going to bring this home with one of my mother's favorite desserts she used to make. It's called Icebox Lemon Meringue Pie. And guys, to get it started, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our homemade fresh meringue. And if you've never made meringue before, what I took the liberty of doing in the back so I wouldn't get my hands all messed up was I took 2 eggs. I put the yolks over here, and I put the whites over here. And so basically, we're going to put our egg whites right in here. We're going to put some granulated sugar right in there. And then we're going to put some vanilla, some wonderful vanilla. And we're going to turn that on. And we're going to start whisking that up. We're going to get it on a high speed. Okay, perfect. I wanted to start that first, guys, because it's going to take a few minutes for that to whip up and get nice and fluffy for our topping for our dessert. And then we have our little secret weapon, guys. If you've never made meringue before, this is called cream of tartar. It's actually a powder. And what it's going to do when you add that to your egg white mixture, it's going to really help to fluff it up, which is what we're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and add that in there. Perfect. All right, guys, now we're just going to let that just whip up and get the right where we want to be. And while that's going on, folks, we're going to move over to our filling, which is our lemon filling, okay? First off, guys, I have 2 cans of condensed milk, okay? We're going to add that. It's nice and thick. We're going to add that to our bowl right here. We're going to whisk this up by hand, okay? Now we're going to give it a little nice lemon flavor with some fresh lemon juice. Very simple, guys. Nice, simple dessert, easy to make. Now we're going to add a little bit of our egg yolks. Make sure we get them all out in there. And this is what's going to help it set. And basically, they call this icebox lemon pie because it's actually sets up in the refrigerator, okay? So basically, we got all our mixture mixed in there. Now I'm going to take my whisk, and I'm going to whisk this all together. And it's just that simple, guys. You want to make sure you whisk this really good because you want to make sure the egg yolks aren't thick, that all egg yolks get mixed in together with that. Work the bowl. Boy, I'm pretty good at that, huh, Matt? Come on, huh? KitchenAid ain't got nothing on Chef Ernie, baby. I'm out whisking you, baby. All right, here we go. And as you can see, I have one of the finished products here. But we're going to go ahead and just roll this into our pie crust. How simple is that, guys? Oh, can I get an aye? And you see, guys, how simple, a simple, easy dessert. So nice to make. So basically, guys, I've got my filling in this pie shell. And what I would do right now is I would put this in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and it's going to set up really nice, which I've already taken the liberty of doing ahead of time, okay? Fantastic. Okay, we're going to kick that off. Got it where we want to be. Drop this bad boy down. Take this off of here real quickly. Perfect. We'll take that off like so. Then basically we're going to take our fresh meringue, and we're just going to spread it all over the pie. And then you got what you want right there, guys. And basically, guys, this is our icebox lemon meringue pie. And how we finish this off, guys, is we actually take this and we put it in the oven just for a minute, okay? And it browns off the whipped cream on top. But for the sake of quickness on television, I'm going to do a little something like this and just kind of burn the top for you. You see how we do like that, guys? It just browns that meringue on top. Nice, kind of like a creme brulee. Isn't that beautiful? And that's how you do it for television, guys. Chef Ernies, icebox lemon meringue pie. And each and every one of you are going to get one of these. Try to make this at home. It's that easy. Guys, y'all stay tuned because we're going to come back for the big finish, baby. Aye. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, guys.
Quiet Wolf Productions is an award-winning video and audio production company servicing businesses and professional clients along the Gulf Coast. Let us develop your promotions from the floor up, from getting the right ideas on paper to making sure your content gets to the right customers. Our production house not only offers competitive prices, but we bring more passion to your content than any other house. Visit quietwolfproductions.com for more information or give us a call at 850-324-8745. Remember, the Quiet Wolf is always the one leading the pack.
What up, folks? Chef Ernie here to let you know about something awesome I have for you guys. It's my first ever cookbook, and it's titled Aye, of course. And all you got to do, guys, is go to my website. You can get information about it there, or you can just give us a call at 850-678-1241. The great thing about this book, guys, it's the first ever done before video cookbook. As you can see, we have QR codes, and the QR codes, you're actually scan your iPhone, and we're cooking together, guys. First ever interactive cookbook. It's a lot of fun. So you know what, guys? Come by my cookbook and let's me and you get cooking, baby. Aye.
Welcome back to my cooking experience, guys. I want to bring up here real quick. Come on, Brandon. Brandon, kick up the music, Red. Come on now. It's my boy Brandon. Forge and Fire right here, man. Thank you for the night. Guys, look, where I'm from in New Orleans, when we finish and we have a good time like this, we do a little second line, baby. Come on now, Brandon, here we go. Aye! And guys, if you want to be a part of my next cooking experience, go to my.sidecafe.com for details and directions. I'll see you there, baby. Aye! There you right. Come on now, that's my girl. How you doing? There you right. We're bringing it home now. Oh, yeah, baby. Aye! Miss Pam, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you to all my sponsors. Thank you to Gulf Power, all my friendly home builders here tonight. We got Mr. Matt Willingham Seafood. Thank you, Matt. Couldn't do it without you. Keeping it real on the bayou. My granddaughter right there. Come on now. And guys, if y'all want one of my cookbooks, just go online, folks. Right now, we're giving $10 off. $10 off discount. All you got to do is put in promo code DOCSIDE. Go ahead and get it, baby. Aye.